use here branch equal. Now it will take the jump when our code is equal, our R16 carries 5. So 5 minus 5 is equal to 0. Our code required, it will come to our code required code, but no when our result is 0, mean 5 minus 5 is 0. So whenever you want to check a condition, a is equal to 5, b is equal to 5, what we have to do while using a z flag or branch equal or not equal instruction, if we want to use branch equal instruction, what we can do, we should bring our result equal to 0, force our result equal to 0 by either adding or by either subtracting in some way, so our z flag get effect, it should get 1, and then our result would become 0, and then branch equal instruction will get executed and we will reach to this position. We will look at how we can come back, how many time we can come back, or how many time we can go in a repeated loop. That is a separate topic, looping. We will check that how we can use if else instructions for our loop process, but for the moment I only want to make you understand that there were two type of instruction: unconditional jumps, conditional jumps. In unconditional jump in assembly of AVR, we have R jump, relative jump, and we have jump. Relative jump only can be relative from where we are standing. So it can go 2k forward and minus 2k below. Its instruction size is less. You have to check what is its instruction size and how many clock cycle it takes. On the other hand, jump is an instruction which takes absolute address to jump. We give it absolute address that we want to go here, and it will go to this. It's like this: if you want to go to if you are standing 3 kilometer before your university, someone say you go 3 kilometer ahead and your university will come. It's mean you are just telling him 3 kilometer a relative address. Otherwise you can say go to university or go to your college, that is absolute address. Jump instruction takes absolute address. It is a big instruction, it as compared to R jump, but its jump size is also bigger. R jump and jump both are unconditional jump. In conditional jumps, we have actually 8 instructions in AVR. Two of them I have told you. They check Z flag. Branch equal check if your Z flag is 1, and when your Z flag is 1, when your result is 0. And on the other hand, branch not equal check, result is not equal to 0, result of ALU. If it is not equal to 0, it will take jump. So these are conditional jumps. Okay, and you can find its summary in your end chapter book, where you can look at the instruction summary. All instructions are given there. You have to check how many cycle it will take and what is its format instruction. There are other 6 instructions. 2 of them use carry flag, 2 of them use negative flag, and 2 of them use another flag. This is your small task that you use those instruction in your programming as well. But also first look that which flag actually they use. Either they use carry flag or whatever flag. It's your task. Okay, if you have question, you may ask in your question answer sessions. So here I have showed you branch equal and branch not equal instruction, how we can use. Before using branch equal or branch not equal, we should affect our Z flag. And how we can affect our Z flag? You can use any instruction, addition, subtraction, multiplication, or some process where actually your flags get affected, because these instructions use your flags, and you have to look on your status flag as well, that where Z flag actually exists. It is a 3rd bit or 4th bit or 5th bit. Just I'm giving you some hint. Okay, thank you. No, in next lecture we will use loop, and we will see that how these branch instructions can be used for loop purposes. And then we can also try to understand that if we want to use loop inside loops, and if we want to calculate delay. So before that, just go through these things, and then next topic will be taught to you.